Well, the thing is that you might have depleted just half of your total body glycogen stores, but it's important, where does that glycogen come from? You want to learn how you can be improving your nutrition instead of doing these same mistakes. So hello, my name is Daniel Weiss and I'm a nutrition coach. I'm a Spartan race athlete and a trial runner. I work with athletes to improve their health, energy, performance, so they can crush their workouts, hit PRs, and move from mid-pack to front pack. So here is something that I just noticed this week. I've been crushing workouts, and on Thursday I did a soul-shattering workout which was from Hyrox. You can follow them for daily trainings, and it was 10 push-ups, 10 burpees, 10 squats, 10 jump squats, 400-meter run, and 60 seconds rest. And you are supposed to repeat that for 15 rounds. First thing, if you cannot do that, don't be afraid to scale it down. This is like one of the things that I was, or one of the mistakes that I used to do before, like this is prescribed, I will just blindly follow that. So don't be doing this. Instead, consider or train smart and consider how this specific workout, if you pick some random workouts from the internet, maybe from me, from anybody else, from Hyrox, from Spartan Race, or anywhere, how it fits your training schedule. And I know this can be hard if you are not well versed and you don't understand the training principles. It can be hard for you, but try to understand this if you don't understand it currently. So I noticed at 10 reps that I was like pretty tired. Then I did 2 more repetitions. I knew that I could do another 3, but that would drain me so much that I would not be able to train 1 or 2 days later. Like I would need much more recovery. And there is this fine line when you have benefit from training and you can go beyond that, but then you are just accumulating fatigue or tiredness, and you need much more recovery after that. But since I knew that was on Thursday, on Saturday I want to do like a long run workout, so I'm not going to completely destroy myself during that one session. It doesn't make sense. So having kind of schedule, knowing what you are going to do the next day or the day afterwards, how it fits your overall plan, weekly plan or monthly plan, it will really help you to do better training decisions. I'm sorry. So I was really drained. On Friday I did just upper body workout because this was like really focused on running and on legs. And what I want to point out is that this training, I didn't really feel like destroyed after it, at least not on Thursday. But when Friday came, I noticed like I was super drained. Not tired necessarily, I had energy, but I was super cold and my muscle definitely lacked glycogen. I could really feel it. So what it means? What does it mean that they're lacking glycogen? So this is an example of really glycolytic workout that is supported by both by fat as a fuel, but also it drains a lot of glycogen during this session. And what happens is that some people think like, okay, but it was not like 2 hours or 3 hours, so I still have some glycogen stores. I didn't deplete it completely because I need 2 hours to deplete my glycogen. So in 1 hour workout like this, I depleted just half of my glycogen stores. Well, the thing is that you might have depleted just half of your total body glycogen stores, but it's important, where does that glycogen come from? If you are doing like hill sprints or running workout that is glycolytic, you are depleting glycogen from your legs. It doesn't come from your upper body, from your from your arms, for example. And glycogen doesn't release like energy and doesn't move from arms to your body to be used, or from arms to legs, for example, vice versa. It doesn't move around. So you might have depleted just half of your total body glycogen, but maybe you depleted like 80 or 90% from your legs. And this is exactly what happens to me. I could really feel that, well, I still have energy, I can do push-ups, I can do pull-ups or whatever. My legs were a little bit sore, not really, but there was like no juice in them. So they were like completely drained. And that affected me on that Friday. I thought like, oh, okay, what do I do about this? So I need to replenish these glycogen stores, and we know that we need at least like 24 hours. And it doesn't matter if the carbohydrates that you use are like complex carbs or quick carbs like white rice. So you don't need to focus on quick carbs, because within 24 hours you should be able to really replenish. So after the training, I used basically Friday to do just some upper body work, do some push-ups, a little bit of more movement and gentle work, and then hit it hard again today. Not as hard as on Thursday, but I was able to push the tempos. So today I did 21k, so half marathon run, and it was consisting of hill repeats and there's some tempos on a cross country, across field. So it was a little bit draining, but not as hard. It was more like lactate threshold, which we can tolerate a little bit better. Anyway, if I did not replenish that carbohydrates during my off day, if I was avoiding carbs on the off day, I would probably not be as fresh today and ready to exercise or train again. There is a difference. So my point is, even if you are an athlete who trains hard and then you have like an off day, you don't necessarily need to lower your carbohydrates on your off days much. Especially if you are really training hard, training multiple sessions a day, and in between sessions you are constantly basically in a state when you don't have fully replenished glycogen stores. So you are just slowly draining from them, draining, replenishing, draining, but they are so your glycogen stores are lower and lower and lower over time. And on that off day, if you just avoid carbs or limit them greatly, then maybe you just replenish 50%. That's not what you want to do. You want to top them off, especially if you have trainings. Usually after a day off, you have harder trainings, or should have. So train smart. That nutrition helps you to recover better. Anyway, so after that 21k, I feel relatively good. Before it, I had for breakfast my oatmeal that you can see here. It was basically oatmeal with some nuts, seeds, chia seeds. There were some vegetables, and this is not something that I would recommend like to everybody, because it's pretty high in fiber, and if you have like a lot of fiber, it can cause some digestive issues, especially like during your workout, if you have it close to workout, because you need more time to digest fiber. So generally speaking, we want to avoid this, but my digestion is pretty used to this. This is not new kind of breakfast for me. So I had this oatmeal breakfast, and half an hour later I was hitting the run, the hills, and I was really comfortable. During the workout, I had apple juice with water and with table salt. for some minerals. It was about 3 or 4 deciliters altogether. Not much, enough to suffice for this kind of workout. And then when I came home, while I was stretching, another mistake that I used to do before, not stretching afterwards, so I started replenishing my water. So I started drinking water right away. I drank about half a liter over 10-15 minutes while I was stretching. And I was thinking, I had also a lot of things in my mind, like about this video, for example. And after that, my post-workout snack, so coffee and this, well, you can see it, beetroot cheesecake, which I tried actually last week, first time, and I really fell in love with it. So yeah, some extra carbohydrates, guys. And if you want a recipe, it will be down in the description below. Super easy to make, by the way. So perfect for athletes. Anyway, these were the tips for me. One more thing, I was not hungry, but I learned from my mistake from Thursday. Even if I'm not hungry, I will eat this because I need that extra carbs, because tomorrow I'm going to hit the training relatively hard again, or I want to. So I need to replenish this and focus on this kind of nutrition, like make smart decisions. As an athlete, you might not always be hungry, but you need to also think like how it affects you. So now it is 12 p.m. I usually have lunch at about 1, so it's perfect snack in between. It's about 150 calories, mostly from protein and carbs, very little fat, important for post-workout, for better digestion or faster digestion, and I will have my normal lunch. If I didn't have this, what could happen is that I'm not hungry right now because I'm stressed from the workout, but later in the day, usually in the evening or maybe tomorrow, I would get like really hungry and eat anything and everything inside. If this is happening to you constantly, if you are tired of that, this is why you are not eating enough around your workouts. So keep that in mind. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, share it with somebody who might find it helpful, maybe if your running partners or somebody from your gym. And if you want some gentle push, you want some personalized advice, because internet is full of different recommendations and people have a lot of information, but they don't necessarily know how to put them in practice, how it applies to them specifically in their context. Then feel free to contact me. Again, description is down below, and schedule a strategic consultation with me, which is here to serve you. I give you 30 minutes of my time to help you. Some of you just need this gentle push to understand just this one small thing, and you get huge results. Some of you, it's just the starting point, and we end up working together because you see that this is beneficial for you. So whatever the case is, this is not a sales call. This is for you to assist you and to give you as much value as I can. And you leave that session with one actionable step that you can start applying right now into your life and finally move forward. So schedule it down below, and yeah, you have a great day.